What's up, world? Coach Brian here at Fuel House Gym in Seattle, Washington, with another edition of our pod recap of the day. Today is Thursday. It's Checkbox City Day. I'm Coach Checkbox. It is my programming choice today, so I really like this one. I hope you enjoy it as well. For our warm-up, I'll show you what we chose to do, but feel free to spend 5 to 10 minutes stretching out, mobilizing any way that you know your body needs. We started off with 2 slow, controlled bodyweight squats. We rolled down the spine, inchwormed our way out to a high plank. We can widen our base and get a shoulder tap each side, nice and slow. Optional push-up here. We'll go into Spider-Man complex, 1 time each side. Step up, elbow down, twist. We'll square up on the outside of our foot, lift the hips high. Try to straighten out that front leg to get into our hamstrings here, but don't force it. Feel free to stay for an extra inhale or exhale. We'll do 1 each side. Once we're back into our high plank, we'll finish with a scat push-up. Keep those elbows locked out, pitch the shoulder blades together, push into the floor, create some space, and go into a bent knee down dog. So we're looking down between our toes, shins are just hovering above the floor. We'll come back into our high plank, and then walk the feet up towards the hands, roll up the spine. That's 1. We did 3 rounds of that before getting into movement prep today. Movement prep, we went for about 8.5 to 10 minutes, working through Turkish get-ups, V-sit halos, and either a plank or crawl position shoulder tap. So with our Turkish get-ups today, we're encouraging some different variations. Whether we come up to the elbow, we do some slow neck rotations 3 times on the way up. At this pause here on the palm, neck rotations in the half windmill. And come up. You can also add things like presses or go bottoms up. You can go light body weight. You can get a yoga block or a shoe to balance on your fist and really help hone in that movement. After your get-ups, we're going into V-sit halos. So here, we're going to stay on the floor. Legs are out nice and wide in the V shape. We're going to stay tall through the spine, get the bell up, and trace your head around the bell. For 3 in each direction. If you don't have a kettlebell or something to do your halos with, we'll do some shoulder cars, controlled articular rotations. Inhale as the shoulders come up and back. Exhale as they come down and forward. Try to keep those thumbs pointing forward. As you go on, if you want to make the circles a little bigger, feel free to do that. You do 5 in each direction. Next up, crawl or plank position shoulder taps. So in our crawl position, we want to think about getting our shoulders right over the elbows, right over the wrists to support our body weight. We're going to anti-shrug, corkscrew the palms in, and then slowly shoulder tap. Try to keep those hips low so our hips are parallel with our shoulders, so that we're not lifting up, trying to here. We're not way out here. Same thing with our plank. Nice strong plank from shoulders, hips, and heels. And trying to stay square to the floor. Real slow, 4 taps each side. If being on our palms is bad for your wrists, then we'll flip over and we'll do some tension dead bugs. So I'm pushing into that knee, pushing my knee into my palm, extending same side, arm and leg, keeping that tension, and then pulling it back together. You do 3 on one side and then switch sides. Then we'll get into our first round of every minute on the minute. This is going to be a 10-minute long EMOM. We are doing 1 Turkish get-up per minute. So again, we just went over the Turkish get-up. Your goal here today, if you have different ways to choose from, is to build up to a heavy Turkish get-up in the later rounds, whether it's the last 2 rounds or the last 3 rounds each side. Challenge yourselves. If you have a really lightweight, you can also make this more of a body weight burner by doing both sides in 1 minute to really stay busy, get the blood flowing, and fill out the movement. After our first EMOM, we'll actually take a little bit of a break. We'll get ready for some swings. So here, we chose to do some power swings to get started. We're setting up in our hike position, focusing on that hip snap, and trying to keep our weight towards the heels. Then, when you're ready, we've got a second EMOM for the day. This is also 10 minutes long, and you can choose from either swings or snatches. I like to do a little bit of a variation, 1 round swings, 1 round snatches. Choose what's going to be best for you today. If you are doing your swings or snatches, you've got 10 reps total to complete. A couple ways to go about that. You can do 5 and 5 single arm swings on each side. You can do 5 and 5 snatches. You can do 10 two-handed swings, or you can do 10 snatches or single arm swings on one side. The next minute, do them on the other side. Let's quick talk about our snatch. Let's hike it high, snap the hips, and own the lockout. Good variation is to maybe do a single arm swing and a snatch to feel that taming the arc. After your 10 minutes, take a break, little breather, maybe 90 seconds to 2 minutes before we get into our finisher of the day. Our finisher of the day will be barring on how much time and energy you have left. We'll aim for approximately 10 minutes of work and try to get through 3 to 5 rounds. We've got 2 movements here that we're going to tie together. So we want to find a double bell rack position, kettlebells or dumbbells here. And we're going to do 4 and 4 seesaw presses. First bell goes up, and it's active push-pull. Both arms are working at the same time. After we've done 4 on each side, we're going to come back down to the rack position, keep those fists below the chin, elbows are in tight, and we're going to march for 20 total paces, slow and controlled as you possibly can. Embrace the suck here for 20 total, so 10 per leg. A couple common compensations when we start to fatigue is we kind of lean back, let the bells rest on our chest. Don't let that happen today. Open up, keep those vertical forearms, and tuck your front ribs down so that we stay nice and tall. Whew. After 20, park it, shake it out, and get ready to go again when you can. Then go into some belly breathing, little cool down, calm down that nervous system, conquer the rest of your day. See you tomorrow.